Welcome to the warm-up. We're going to start with our legs crossed, so if that's not comfy for you, you can sit up on a stool to make your legs a little bit, your hips a little bit higher, or you can bring your legs out in front of you a wee bit as well. Okay, we're going to start off with head turns. Sit up tall, and you're just going to turn the head to one side, back to the centre, and to the other side. Now, as we turn the head from side to side, we're trying to keep it on the same level all the time, so never letting it tilt up or down. We're also trying to keep our shoulders down and relaxed, so we never find ourselves hitching them up during the move, but instead send them down. At the same time, we're drawing our belly muscles in tight to keep the back nice and straight, so the whole of the torso is following its natural curves. Now we're going to progress a little bit just by pushing slightly and pushing slightly. We're not pushing into any pain, we're just letting the natural range of movement increase as we go. A little push, still holding the tummy muscles in tight and still sitting up nice and tall. We'll do one more each way. The last one here. Back to the centre. And we're going to drop the head down, so we just look down towards the feet and come all the way back up again. You're letting the weight of the head fall forward, and then you're growing the head back on the shoulders again, sitting up tall. And let the head drop and raise. So you're really separating out the muscles in the neck and the joints in the neck from the rest of the torso here. Now we're going to move on a little bit, so we're going to let the weight of the head pull us slightly further forward, and we'll raise back up again. So you let the weight of the head come down, then you round the shoulders slightly into the move, just increasing that range of movement. And we go again. Exhale to roll down. Inhale here and exhale to roll back up. I'm going to add the hand in again now too. So we drop the head down and we just push a little further. Inhale here and exhale to raise back up. And again, each time you can take it further into the move. Make sure you return all the way back up each time. And just gently pressing the head down, rounding through the spine. And raising back up again. We'll do two more. And the last one. We're going to keep this tall, upright position now and come into our dumb waiter. Bring the hands facing up towards the ceiling, shoulders back and down, elbows lodged into the waist. Still sitting up tall. Inhale here, and as you exhale, let those fingers come out to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades together behind the back. So you exhale to squeeze and inhale to return. Now as we're doing this move, I want it to be controlled by the shoulder blades. So get that feeling of drawing the shoulder blades together behind your back, and you'll find that the chest naturally stretches out as you go. So we exhale to squeeze the shoulder blades together, remaining tall, and we inhale to return. We're going to do two more from here. Exhale to squeeze. The hands are just naturally drawn out to the side. Inhale to return. Last one here. So I'm not pulling with the thumbs to bring it any further. I'm just relaxing into it. We're going to progress this move on now into the Cleopatra. We do the dumb waiter. We lengthen the arms out to either side. We inhale to bring the elbows back and return. I'll turn slightly further away so I've got a bit more space here. We're reaching out and we draw back and return. And we'll keep going so we find that full dumb waiter. And from there we reach the arms out. Keep that head nice and high. The torso staying lengthened all the way through the move. My tummy muscles working hard here to keep that head lengthened and lifted, and the back following those natural curves. So we'll do 2 more. The last one here. So we exhale to extend out, and we inhale to return. Okay, we're going to take one leg out to the side now, and we're going to reach down to touch towards that knee, and then leap over and sweep the hand up. And we'll go again. We're just touching the knee, and then coming into a side lean here. So we've got a rotation and a side lean. Now as you build in flexibility, you can bring the hand further down the shin, so you're coming into a deeper level of rotation each time. Until eventually you might find yourself touching the toe and reaching all the way over. So we'll keep going. Now for me on this side, I can touch the toe quite easily, but on the other side I'm a lot stiffer, so I may not be able to get the same range of movement. You'll probably find it's the same for you. Last one here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring one leg in, the other leg out. If you're on the stool, it's exactly the same move. You're just sitting up slightly higher. So we touch the knee, and then we bring the elbow down, and the arm comes over. We come further down the shin as we go. So you're just building that natural flexibility through the body. You're not forcing, you're not pushing. And we come further down. And I can just about touch the toe and no more here. And we can do 2 more. Reaching all the way across. And into that side lean, that last rotation there. And the last side lean. From here we're going to come down onto the floor. I'll get rid of my stool now. Lying down onto the back, we'll bring the arms out to either side, and we're going to cross one leg over the other. So the legs start hip width apart, and we take one leg, crossing the ankle over the opposite leg. Now I've got my arms bent at 90 degrees, but you could lengthen them out along the floor if you wanted to. We're rolling to the side, back to the centre and to the other side. So coming into side rolls here, just to mobilise through the lumbar spine, just to mobilise through the hip joints, to prepare us for our exercises. So big roll to one side and big roll to the other. So you can inhale to one side and exhale to the other. Just use the breath to control the pace of the movement. Make sure you're not arching your back here. You're trying to keep the shoulder to shoulder in place on the floor. We'll come back to the centre line now and do the same thing on the other side. So you're rolling to one side and across to the other. Inhale to one side and exhale to the other. And you'll probably find that your ankle here pushes the knee further down, and your knee here pushes the ankle further across. So you can get slightly further into the move than you otherwise would do with just a normal side roll. We'll do 1 more to each side. And back to the centre line. And that's the warm-up complete. Stretch time. We're going to start off in 4-point kneeling, and we're going to lengthen the hands out in front and press the chest down towards the floor. Now from here you should feel a stretch across the shoulders, but also down through the side of the body here and through the back. And also stretching through the tummy as we go. We're going to hold this stretch here, just let the head drop down to the floor. You can take the head onto the floor if that feels more comfy. And if you want to deepen this stretch, you can sit back down onto your heels and keep lengthening the hands forward. So whichever position is comfortable for you, just stick with it. Now we're going to take our left hand and cross it over our right hand. So we're increasing the stretch down through the left hand side of the body. Don't be tempted to tip over with it. Try to keep the chest evenly positioned to the floor. And again, you can do this with the hips raised if you want to, or you can keep them lowered. Hold it here. And we're going to reverse the position, so we'll do the same thing on the other side. The left hand comes straight forward and the right hand crosses over. We still want to keep that chest level with the floor, so we're not leaning to the side. We're pressing straight down. And we're stretching all the way through the back, through the shoulders, through the right side of the body here, as we let the hips just sink further back behind us. And we hold here. We're going to come from here down onto the floor. So lengthen yourself all the way down. We're going to raise up onto our elbows here and look up towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulders down low and stretch through the front line of your body. Now if this feels safe to you and you want to progress it a little bit, you can push down with your hands and you can lengthen your arms. We still want the shoulders low as we look up. We're pressing the hips down towards the floor here. And we hold it here. And then we're going to relax and lower the elbows back down again. We'll raise up from here and we're going to take the legs out in front. So from here, extend the legs out in front and lean forward towards one leg only. Just let the other one relax. You can let the whole of the body just stretch out here, leaning forward. So stretching through the back line of the body here. Once you get more comfortable with this move, you can come further into it. You can hold on to your knee or your ankle, whatever feels comfortable for you. Hold it there, dropping the head down. And relax, coming back up. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. So you can hold on to the back of the knee, hold on to the ankle, or the toe, whatever works for you. And you lengthen yourself away, stretching through the back line of the body here. Let the head relax down. And feel that stretch all the way through the back line of the body. Just let that head drop. And we'll roll back up. We're going to do a similar move here, taking the legs out to the side. We'll come down towards one side. And again, I'm keeping the sit bones on the floor here, so I'm pressing this other leg to the floor. I can feel a stretch through the inner thigh here. So I just want to come down to one side here, hold it. So we're in a side lean almost, stretching through the inner thigh, stretching all the way through the torso. And we can come back up again and do the same to the other side. So you're letting yourself release down, relax down, keeping both sit bones down on the floor as you let that head drop down. And relax, just breathing with it. And raise back up from there. We'll bring the legs in, cross one leg over, and sit up tall, stretching all the way through the gluteals here. You can progress this stretch on a little bit if you want to by crossing the ankle across the knee and sitting back behind. You can pull this leg in towards the chest and hold it there. So it's up to you how you come into this stretch, whatever way feels best for you. And we can change and do the same thing to the other side. So it's all variations on a theme. You can hug the knee in, sit up tall. You can pull this leg in, sitting back onto your elbows, or you can lower all the way back down to the floor, hug the other knee in, and increase that stretch all the way through the buttock there. Hold it in place. And then relax. Great job!